Like what, baby?
Like, we gotta get the questions ready. Questions ready? Alright, I think we're ready. Alright. Hey guys, I'm Keanna.
I'm Dustin.
And together we are
The Edge Couple.
And today I'm so excited because we are going to be answering some of your burning questions. But before we start talking about questions, I just want to remind you guys that if you're new here, welcome to our channel. And if you are a returner, we're glad to have you back. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already. And without further ado,
Ready for the questions?
Yeah. So, if you are not familiar with Dustin and I, that sounds so weird. We started on Instagram, so we have a decent following. We are what they call micro influencers. So some of our followers on the EduCouple page, if you do not follow the EduCouple Instagram page, make sure you follow. They gave us some questions, and so we cannot answer all of them, and we got a lot of repeat questions as well, but we're going to try to answer as many as we can in this time.
I stuck them in this.
Oh yeah, I'm obsessed with Halloween, so they're in here. Also, y'all, please know that Dustin and I are not super fancy. So I found some scratch papers and we put the questions on there. But I'm excited because for some of these, I don't know what you're gonna say.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw the question. You wrote them all. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, so this will be a lot of fun. So do you want to ask the question first or do you want me to ask the question?
I got you.
All right, so for each of the questions, we'll read it out loud and then we'll both answer. So what's the first one?
When are y'all getting married?
When are we getting married? Dustin, you want to answer that, babe?
No, go ahead.
So this is a funny
I feel
question.
real short. You stick this in my face.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're sitting in a weird setup.
I'm sitting on a stool that's about 6 inches lower than she is, so.
We're sitting on the same size stool, but I'm sitting on my knees because I didn't want to feel too low like a little kid next to him, so I'm sitting on my knees. Anyway, when are we getting married? I think that, actually I know, in a perfect world, Dustin would be ready to get married. Okay, so let me just speak about myself then. I don't know that I would be ready for marriage at the end of next year, so I'm saying 2022. But we never know. Like, our relationship is moving at a decent pace and also in the right direction, so it could be sooner.
I mean, you love me so much.
We gotta live in the same city, state, all of that first, guys. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, no sooner than you're ready to.
Optimally, when would you want to get married, babe?
I'd be good, but what's 2020 right now? In 2021? Beginning of 22? Well, I don't want to get married in like the winter though, so yeah.
So
that makes it tricky.
Like fall 2021?
I mean, that's a year. What?
You would be married to me in a year, babe? Like, you could see yourself married to me in 1 year? Like a year from now?
You're a lot to put up with.
Okay, next question. How do you make the long distance work? So we got this question like a ton of times. So I'll let you start this one. How do we make it work, babe?
It's a lot of work. But I think like respecting each other's spaces and time and understanding like one another's goals. Making sure that like you know you have the time that you need to get the stuff that you need to get done.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Aside from that, like, what do we do? What do I do to like make things work, or what do you do?
So because we're both teachers, there's almost every month there's like a break in the school year, and so we, like, when we decided to make this serious, we kind of looked at both of our school calendars, and we decided like when we would see each other on those breaks. Sometimes that's a little bit hard because when we are traveling during those breaks, well, he has longer breaks, so it's not as hard for him. But
2 weeks.
When we are traveling on those breaks, like things that I would want to get done around the house that got kind of like left behind are still going to be left behind. But
who's there to help?
Well, you're going to be there to help this time. And I mean, I'm not gonna say it's been easy. Like Dustin said, like we respect each other's boundaries and things like that. But that's something that we had to learn how to do, especially when school started. So we started dating. We'll talk about that later. But when we first started dating, things were really easy. Like we were not in school, and then school started, and the school year is really hard. And teaching in 2020 is not easy at all. And so I was super stressed. Dustin was not as stressed.
I mean, I was stressed. I think we show it in different ways, though.
Yeah. So that, on top of the distance and making time for each other, like trying to navigate our careers, other ventures, and then each other, that was a little bit challenging, but I think we're in a really comfy spot right now, and Lord willing, it'll stay that way.
Yeah. I think, like, doing the little things, too. Like, finding ways to still show that we're thinking about each other when we're not together.
Yeah. So a lot of FaceTime. A lot of
FaceTime.
A lot of random Amazon packages.
Yeah.
Maybe not a lot, but we do like little gifts. We do that to help us. And the breaks. We utilize our breaks in our weekends as much as we can. Oh, your turn, babe.
All right. That's a big one. What do you love about each other? Go ahead, Keanna.
Is it my turn to go first?
Yeah.
This is easy. If you have been following us like at all, you know that Dustin is super compassionate and compassionate and caring. I've never had a guy like think to do all the sweet things that you do. Like you literally make an active effort to make me happy and make me smile like on a daily basis. Like the paint and stuff, all the things. Like no one. Like I've never met a guy like that, and that's what I love about Dustin.
You're gonna get me all emotional and shit.
No, don't get emotional. Don't post.
Yeah.
Aww.
So, no, I don't know. You're super passionate about everything you do. You're driven. You're like goal oriented. You're driven. Like you set your mind to anything, and that includes us. And so I think I respect and appreciate all the things you do to like improve yourself, but also to like find ways to make us work. And I don't know. I notice little things like little tweaks that you make in our relationship to make things better and improve.
I'm doing my best.
But in general, just the fact that you're goal oriented and you're always like striving to improve yourself and kind of stick to whatever you want to do.
I'm getting emotional. I love you.
Love you too.
We love each other, guys. Aww. Who's more likely to be emotional in our relationship?
Oh, that's not the question.
Dustin. How did you meet? This is my favorite question.
Oh, it's my turn to go first.
Let's hear it.
How do we meet? So basically, about a year ago, no, not a year, like over a year ago.
Yeah.
Like a year and 4.
Like last summer. Summer 2019.
Keanna found me on Instagram. And she started sending me all these DMs, like right off the bat. Okay, that's not true. So we're both big into like following other teachers in the teachergram world, and Keanna's page kept on popping up on kind of my explore page and a few of my friends. So I followed her then, and then I followed her for a little while and sent a message here and there. Don't act like you. She would respond to me at all hours of the night. I don't know. Eventually, I did give my number, but that took a long time. Am I wrong?
Okay, can I tell the story now?
It took a long time, and I finally get my number. Okay, go ahead. Whatever.
Okay, so last summer, I went to this. I went to my first teacher conferences ever last year in 2019 because I hit 2019 like I'm gonna invest in my career. Like I want to be the best teacher I can be, etc., etc.
Goal oriented.
Yes. So I went to Teacher Heart Out. So I went to Teacher Heart Out last March of 2019, and I made some connections at Teacher Heart Out, and those connections happened to be some people that Dustin knew. At least this is what he tells me. So that's how he came across my page.
That's right.
So I went to another conference that summer. I went to Get Your Teach On, like July of 2019. And literally as soon as I left the conference, he DM'd me. And he kept DMing me like
It's
all
weird
the
that
time.
you remember that.
Babe, we've talked about this countless times. Okay, you see how weird flex, but okay. So he would DM me a lot, and I was just like, I just thought he was like an eager beaver, not like to like me, but just like he wanted to talk a lot. Because guys, nobody asked this, but I'm gonna go ahead and answer this. Dustin's the first white man I've ever dated, or anybody outside of my race that I've ever dated. So I just never anticipated that he would be into me. I just thought he really wanted to talk. He would like message me like, "How's your day going?" or "How's your week?" He would tell me like, "Oh, I like how you like rock your natural hair." Again, I'm thinking like he just wants to be friends. But then at the start of maybe before that actually, like the end of 2019, there would be some certain moments I'm like, is he flirting with me? And I'm like, nah, this white boy don't want me. But then it became pretty clear at the start of 2020.
When she really started laid on thick.
So Dustin was in the what is that challenge called that you did, baby?
Don't rush.
The Don't Rush challenge. So all these women were like all up in his DMs, you know, like he was showing off his muscles and everything.
That's not true. This is fake news.
Right after that, I was like, I was planning on doing that with my friends. Why didn't you invite me? And he was like, well, if you ever want to collab, here's my number. And I looked at my roommate and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to text him? Like, is he like telling me that he wants to like, he wants me to text him, or do I just think like, oh, if there's a collab opportunity, let me text? I didn't know what to do in that situation, but here we are. So you know that meme that's going around now, like how it started and here how it's going. That's how it started. Would you like to collab?
Okay. And then she started texting me like all hours of the day.
Yeah,
and
that's how we're here. Okay, next.
That's true.
Baby, don't act like you don't be texting me and calling me all hours of the day. Ooh, y'all, is Dustin very shy? No, Dustin is not very shy. Dustin is camera shy AF. Yes, he is. But Dustin is not shy in person. Honestly, if you run up on the two of, not run up, please don't run up on us. But if you were to come across us on the street, Dustin is going to be the nice one, and I'm gonna pretend like I don't know you.
Even if she does know you, you're probably gonna pretend like you don't know him.
I don't do well with like strangers and like talking and all that. Like, yeah, in the camera, like, yeah. And Dustin, you may think because he's like, but
Like,
y'all,
what?
I'm telling you, Dustin is not
You
shy
did
at
not
all.
just.
I mean, what would you say, babe?
No, I'm not shy.
My feet
I
are
am
falling
camera shy
asleep.
though. I don't. The being in front of the camera all the time is new. That's a Keanna thing. So I'm adjusting. I'm cooperating.
Growth. Okay,
That's
good.
what we call it.
Yeah, that's what we call it, baby.
There's a lot of questions in here.
Yeah, we gotta go faster.
Why don't you live in the same city?
Maybe both of us don't have to answer this for the sake of time.
Mm-hmm.
We don't live in the same city because when he slid in my DMs, he lived in Indy and I lived in Atlanta, and
Next
that's just
question.
how it kept going because we have jobs and he has a house and all those things.
That'll be remedied in
and
the
I
future.
have lease.
It'll be remedied in the future. How's being in a relationship with another teacher?
You want to answer that one first, babe?
I think we both kind of agree on this though. Like that we didn't really anticipate being in a relationship with another teacher.
I never wanted that.
Yeah.
I never wanted to
And
be
I
another
had
teacher.
done it before and I didn't think I'd be able to do it. And I don't know. I think at the same time it's nice. Like we also understand one another's struggles and like the frustrations of like daily work.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of people that we've dated in the past maybe didn't understand like what all the job entails.
Yeah, I think my biggest fear with dating another teacher is that I thought like I was gonna go home and continue to talk about teaching all the time, and we do talk about teaching, but like you said, it's in the way that like we understand it and then we move on.
Yeah,
Like
there's like a balance.
we have so many other things to discuss, like living apart from each other or all the ventures that we're trying to do. Like, yeah, teaching.
Well, think about like this summer and spring. We talked for like 8 hours or more a day, literally.
Yeah,
And we
we used
rarely
to
talked about it.
FaceTime for like 7 hours a night. Like,
And then throughout the day.
yeah.
It's a little ridiculous. But either way, we rarely talk about teaching.
That's how we fell in love. So it's not as bad as you would think. Because I would think it was bad, but it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad, babe. Any plans on moving in together? Yes, but we cannot disclose that information yet. We got jobs, y'all. But we will definitely tell you when we can. Yes, we do have plans on moving in together, and it will not be long. I mean, it won't be in 2020, but you know. Anyway,
it won't be long from now.
No, it won't.
What do you two typically listen to together? Music.
So music-wise, we listen to a lot of R&B.
Yeah, that's the answer.
That's it? Yeah?
Yeah.
We listen to a lot of like...
I think Keanna was surprised that we listened to a lot of the same music.
Yeah, initially I was... I mean, remember guys, I never dated a white guy before. I didn't really know what to expect. But he loves the same music I love. And I think, like, music always connects me to people. And that definitely helped me connect to you. Like, we like the same music. How long have y'all been together? This should be a simple question, but I think it's kind of hard for us.
Yeah. I mean, well, we've been talking more seriously for like 8 months-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been talking to each other, like just friendly and communicating for over a year. But
yeah, so friendly for over a year, more serious since March, since Corona time. And then I told Dustin, though, I wouldn't make it official till I met him in person. So we didn't meet in person until the 4th of July.
That's not true.
Oh, JK. We met in June.
We met in person in June.
We planned a day trip to meet each other because we decided to go on vacation together in July for like 5 days. We had never met in person, and so my mom's like, maybe you guys should meet in person first. So we did a day trip to Nashville, met each other, and then the next month we flew to
March, April, May, though, we were, like, to be fair, like, it's weird, but we were, like, FaceTiming and talking for, like, 7 to 10 hours a day.
Literally. Like, no exaggeration. Oh, that's all the questions.
The sun was rising when
we have watched a lot of sunrises. This was fun, though, babe. Thank you guys so much for your questions. We will probably do this again, and I know the main question is like, when are you going to end this long distance thing? And guys, we do have plans and we can't wait to share that with you. And so maybe we'll do another Q&A once we finally do that big reveal. But in the meantime, we hope that you like and subscribe and go watch all of our other videos, and
that's it.
Peace out. Bye guys. We'll see you next time.